worked to it all week. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The run from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. Jackson will throw. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you could tell the QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Running to Green. And this home team defense is not rolling out the welcome mat for the visitors. They start their night stuffing the run.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes in it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Finding an escape route. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a...
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And how about the rough starts for these offenses? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early. First drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Found some space and crossed the 10 out to the 11. It's a pickup of 6. The Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. He's moving out of the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Jackson gonna throw it. Got his man quickly. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
He's loose. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
That's caught. It's Clay. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
They just keep firing. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Pulls it and fires to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Using the quick game. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Touchdown, but we'll see.
Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They think there's room to run to the right here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets one fly deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. We reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. On the ground, it's play. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
And the Razorbacks will go for it on fourth down. Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Bring in the heat. Creates a little space. Breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's the money down, man. Fourth down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Jackson will throw. Quarterback moving. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half. You can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So here comes the Auburn offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start this drive going to the air. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carry.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught over the middle. It's Need. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle, jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Trying to keep this drive alive. Turning it on. Past the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Auburn!
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle, and with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Jackson going to throw it. Trying to beat the D deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Razorbacks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Caught in the backfield. It's Platt. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets stoned.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on.
Looking for the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Auburn!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. 2 minutes of the half. Might be calling a hot route. Jackson will throw. Got it behind the line. It's Clay. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Pulls it in. It's Anthony. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
He's in open space downfield. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Auburn to the line in a hurry. He'll take it himself. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw for it. Into the end zone. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the 3rd quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Slips through the line. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that, baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse. He lets it fly. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And how about this defense? Really answering the challenge so far today. This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
No.
And that is
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing that he's going to sit down when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Thompson. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. With the catch, it's Simmons. Wide open spaces. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
The give on the inside. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. We've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He splits the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving.
There he goes. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. Instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Caught in the backfield. It's Clay. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Jackson gonna throw it. Lets it fly.
Let's go straight.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. Smashes through the tackle. Finally brought down. The what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take it. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Going for it all. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. He might want another play. Off the play fake on first down. He fires one deep down the right side. There have been many days for the Razorbacks where big plays from the quarterback came by running like Matt Jones, but that was a beautiful throw.
Man, I played against Matt Jones. Played in the SEC Championship game my sophomore year. We beat him 30-3, by the way. Just side note, but just dynamic player. But you're right. Always ground team, ground and pound. And they got that ability to keep some balance. These teams can open up, and Arkansas can have great seasons.
So now it's second and long. Jackson will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the catch. It's Clay. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be fourth down.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
Absolute shame. Missed it. The missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Sends it downfield. And it's intercepted. Maybe breathing a little life into this team. Trying to take it back.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Jackson gonna throw it. Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Razorbacks in the hurry up. He wants to change this route. second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. The Razorbacks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Arkansas! Great job by the back on the option.
Now, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So here comes the Auburn offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space.
Oh,
Pass to 30. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems...
And the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Auburn lines up quickly. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Try to pass it in. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
What a 3rd down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Arkansas ready to send out this offense.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Jackson will throw. Here's a heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And the Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Anthony. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Touchdown, Tiger. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Jackson gonna throw it. And down he goes back at the 3.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
He's got it. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Throwing right. Finds his man. It's Anthony. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team.
It's a bang-bang play. You're running a slant. The DB's draped all over the wide receiver. He's got to make a contested catch, but he shows really strong hands on that one.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Buys a little time. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but when you